Yo, Brother Hiram Hakeem here. Listen, we want to thank you guys for supporting the show, doing what you do every Tuesday, because we do it every Tuesday. And, we try to post the show weekly so we can be a consistent reminder on what's going on in the community as it entails and as it details in the black experience here in what I like to call Blackrin, Ohio. We also want to thank people for participating in the water campaign. You ask yourself, what's the water campaign? It's basically our organization, Brothers to Brothers, getting together, bringing up resources or gathering resources, which is capital money, $5 donation, putting that together and creating a whole bunch of bottled water cases. And what we're going to do with the water is actually take it to summer youth football programs, churches, and Summit County recreational centers. I believe August is the hottest month, period, point blank. I believe that, and it's the longest days too. So while our kids is out there, our youth is out there getting it on with the pads on and all that, we are going to. I'm talking about not just my group of brothers, but your group of brothers. We is going to get out there and supply these kids with some water, or supply these organizations with some water. Now, in the past, I have known. I'm not throwing nobody under the bus. In the past, I've known some people to get the water and sell it. Now, historically, personally, I haven't been upset about that. Never even had a reason to be mad at that, because I know what's on my heart, and what the Most High put on my heart is pure. So when you do a gesture and you giving to the community or giving to a church or whatever it's like that, or an organization, your gesture is pure. So when you give it, you don't worry about what they're doing on your goody good book or whatever your belief system is. So we want to ask you guys to participate and help out. Like for those of you who haven't helped out, to participate in the water campaign. Of course, towards the end of the month, which was July. I'm sorry. Towards the end of the month in July, because you watching this, I'm sure it's August. We was gathering up most of the the money or the proceeds and stuff like that, gathering it up together to so we can actually go out the second week of August and start hooking up everybody with this water. So this is the last time you're going to hear anything about the water campaign. This is your last shot. So what you want to do is when you see the link on Facebook, just click on it, make your $5 donation, or when you see it, or go to the website Black Thought. I don't know why I want to say blackthoughtlive.com, because that's what it's going to eventually be. Before right now, it's going to be blackthoughtlive.blogspot.com, and you can look at the link there and click on that, or you can go to the link that's on the Brother to Brother organization and click on that too. Anytime you see the water, just click on it, man. We appreciate y'all too. And we also want you guys to know that the websites that we have on the web has been getting a lot of attention, and we want to thank you guys for doing that too, because these websites are designed for the rapid development as far as intel, little knowledge you can't get in college, for people to have that resources so you can learn about yourself, learn about your culture, learn about your history. And we got a lot of stuff on the Alexander360.com. And even most importantly right now, which we're pushing, is the blackthoughtlive.blogspot.com. Man, we got conscious music on there. We got conscious speakers like Dr. Umar Johnson, Nori Muhammad, David Banner, Tariq Nasheed. We got all of them on there. So you can just come to our website and you can actually see them, and we post that weekly, so a link on social media weekly, so you guys can check that out. And speaking of that, we also got a lot of people that's been posting questions about, hey, what's going on with the questions and stuff like that? Like, what can we ask? Can we participate? How can we participate in the show? Now, there's a lot of ways you can do it. First off, we're going to invite you guys to come out to where we are. If you want to get on the show and promote you and your style, you can do that. Definitely, you can do that by simply giving me a call, hitting me up, hollering at your boy, and coming in, and we can set something up to where you can promote you and your style. But another way, the most convenient way, is submit your questions to meccamedia360@yahoo.com. Speaking about that, meccamedia360@yahoo.com, I got a question. I got actually about 3 questions, man, that we're going to tackle a little bit. And I'm going to drop a little insight for you, invite a little knowledge you can't get in college, or some stuff that I believe that will be helpful on certain topics. Now, truly, it's just stuff that I read, stuff that I believe is to be the truth, and stuff that I think that our people need If you got different different definitions to these questions, yo, get at us, let us know. You can even call and be like, yo, I want to get on, I want to speak on that. You can do that too. The first one right now is about marriage. And I thought that was crazy because the question is, what do you think about the condition of the black family and marriage? I got to thinking, I'm like, okay, now you could tackle this a lot of different ways. I'm going to hit it like this. Marriage, that's the union between a man and a woman. That's what it is, a union between a man and a woman. Now, I'm going to hit it from the male perspective, right? From the man perspective, okay? Listen, if you're a guy and you're walking around here full grown, and you're responsible, and you're handling your business, and you could be an asset to a lady who's doing the same thing on her level, I don't see nothing wrong with building a nice infill structure for success between you and her. And I think it's good, man. I think we should be promoting, black marriages and black relationships on the positive side. I think that'd be a good thing. But I want to hit it like this. Like somebody told me a long time ago, if you're a guy and you are married, that woman is the physical representation of your character. How is that, Brother Hiram? Ask yourself, wait a minute. How can a lady be the physical manifestation of your character? Well, it's simple. To me, it's simple. Okay, you got somebody that's with you for years, okay? Now, she's supposed to be with you because of the things that you're about, the things that you do, the things that you think about, and the things that you pretty much are consuming mentally every day. In short, if you're doing the right things, you say your word is your bond. You say you do a thing and then make that word manifest. You say you got the bill and you handle that bill. You say you got rent, you doing this. You say, I'm going to pick up the kids, and you do that. And you say, the things that a man or a father or a husband is supposed to say, and you make those words bond, and the lady is with you. That's what I'm saying. She's a physical representation of your character, period, for the positive. So if you see somebody that's married and the lady is with you all this time or all that time or a long time, you look at the lady and be like, look, she's representing him, so I got to say to a degree that his character is being vouched for by simply the queen being with him. Now, you get on Facebook, man, you can see people smiling when they're in their relationships, like Black Love Matters and all that. Big ups to my fiance, Chanel Buckner, because she do the same thing. She be up on there. And I do it for her, too, because it's real. It's straight up real. But I'm saying there's another side to it. There's another side to it, meaning if you with somebody and you cannot represent that, you cannot stick your chest out and post positive comments about your dude or your woman on your Facebook, and you got issues with him, and you can't be that manifestation of his character, I advocate you not be with him. It's simple as that. How can you be with somebody that you can't validate his character? By simply being with him, you are validating his character. Now, if you behind closed doors or talking to your girls or talking to your dudes on how good your girl ain't to you or how good your dude ain't to you, you looking silly out here because your word is like, yo, I'm with him. That's what I'm saying. Like, your word is, I'm with him, so it can't be all that bad. But in actuality, you painting a negative picture of this brother behind his back or this sister behind her back when you talk to your boys about how whack she really is. So that's what I think about marriage, man. When you look at it, man, I'm proud to be in a relationship that somebody can stick their chest out and say, yo, or their breast out, whatever you want to say it, and say, yo, I'm with this dude. I'm rolling with this dude. I like everything that he's about, so much so that I'm promoting it and I'm yelling it from the mountaintop. That makes me feel good. It makes me feel good because I have a physical representation of my character in three-dimensional. She's in 3D, and she represents. So listen, if you don't have nobody that's looking at you in that way or nobody that can vouch for you that way, and which is, again, if she's with you or he's with you, that's what she's doing, is vouching, and you don't want her to tear you down on the other end. So listen, that's just my thoughts, man. If you got some comments on that, man, add to it, man. That's all I'm saying. Add to it. Mecca Media 360 at yahoo.com. Give me your points of views, and I'll read your stuff on it. We can go back and forth for all I care, because I'm just, just showing you where it comes from, man. Okay, what's the next one, man? Let me see. Hold on. It says manhood versus so-called Eurocentric authority. These questions, and these are not even questions, man. This is like topics. You know what I mean? These topics. So when I hear manhood versus Eurocentric authority, what does that mean? To me, again, disclaimer, these are not, this is just my point of view, the black thought, and it's live with Brother Hiram right now. So this is just my thought, man. Again, if you don't like my thought, or if you do, or if you even have a different perspective on it, meccamedia360@yahoo.com. It'd be dope, man, if you guys just write in, man. I think it'd be dope. But here it is, manhood versus Eurocentric authority. Now you gotta ask yourself first. I like to break stuff down. Manhood is to be a man. Everything that it entails to be a man, whatever level you on, and whatever level you believe a man should be. I'm gonna just leave it at that for right now. Versus Eurocentric authority. Now, when I say Eurocentric, I'm talking about your so-called boss that's at work, your so-called person that's in authority over you at your daily job. You know, the white person, the white guy, or whatever. That's what it says, Eurocentric. I don't like to use the word the white guy, but for the lack of better words, Eurocentric authority. I see how they got it written. Okay. A lot of people, in my humble experience, accept Eurocentric authority on the job or at the workplace or even in life in general. And what do I mean by that, Brother Hiram? Okay, what do you mean by that, Brother Hiram? Okay, this is what I mean. You could be at work, and as a guy, you fiery at home. Everything about you at home dictating to your woman, telling her how it's going to be, yelling at your cats on the corner, hollering and yelling, but then you get to work, and something instinctively in you is telling you you have to be passive. You can't be the true you. Now, being the true you is being the true man. I ain't talking about being a straight up N-word, you know what I mean? Straight up lost found out here acting completely crazy. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the alpha male that God designed you to be. Our brothers have a hard time being that on the job. So you ask yourself, where does that come from? Why? I think it comes from school, straight up and down. I really do, man. I think it comes from the actual teaching that we get in elementary school all the way up. You can't even question authority, man. I remember I was at school one time, man, and this is for real, and a teacher was telling me something about Christopher Columbus and how he discovered America. And you all know that how can you discover America when somebody's already there? Son, I was already on that. Back then when I first heard it, I was already on that. So I asked the teacher, guess what she said? I'm being insubordinate, you know, because I kept asking her and she couldn't answer. I'm being insubordinate. So I got in trouble, detention, because I was unruly in the class. I was interested in the class. It's not being unruly, it's interested in the class. So people were sitting around, my classmates, they sitting around and they seeing how the outspoken Brother Hiram, or D at the time, you know what I'm saying? They see how how I got treated. So naturally, they take that experience and it becomes a part of how they deal. And not only that, it's actually told to them. You know, you got to know how to talk a specific way. You got to know how to walk a specific way if you want to make it in this country or if you want to make it in the real world. That's how they used to tell us. You got to be a specific way. And what are they saying? Self. So what is your true self? Man, you are a man. So here's the thing. Now we're going to look at that and see how it is at the workspace. That was history on how I believe where it comes from, the mindset, and this is how it plays out. So I'm at work, manager by nature, by trade, and I'm just I play game by the book. If I'm at work, I rule with the book. I don't rule. These ain't my rules. These are the protocols and provisions that's established by the company I'm working for, right? Every time I put my foot down, and it's all the time, because it's not my store, right? It's not my place of business, right? It's not my operation, so I can't treat it like it's mine, so I have to stand on what? The provisions and protocols that's in the handbook. So I got to stand on that, right? So when I do that, people say, oh, my God, this guy, he's just too hard. Or this guy, female managers who happens to be white, celebrating because they was playing the game by the book and being hard and not necessarily hard. I want to say playing it by the rules and they celebrate that. They say, hey, she's good, give it up for her. She's doing great. The way she's running the operation, she's no nonsense. But when a brother does it, it's like it's unwanted. I can't tell you how many times I've been transferred to different places that's specific to my demographic. I'm keeping it real. And I think it's a good thing for as management because if you don't know the people that you're dealing with or don't know how to relate to the people that you're dealing with, the business can't excel. So I ain't mad at that. But the problem is when you being your true self and who you are and what God made you to be, that authority figure is not accepted when you're African American. And it's always frowned upon like you mean or something, or you too hard. You know, they want us tap dancing, smiling and giggling and talking with a light tone. I advocate, man, right here, right now on Black Thought, these are just thoughts, you know what I mean? That we don't teach our men, our young boys to be passive when it's have to do with standing on right and have to stand on justice when I'm talking about being who you are. We're not in the business of raising up fools and hooligans. We are in the business of educating positive young black men to understand who they are and who they are under the Most High, and don't be ashamed of it. Screaming from the mountaintop. When they say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud, that don't mean hearken when somebody says something. That means you see them people talking to you like that. And I'm just talking about like from an authoritative perspective. They showing you that it's okay to be that way. That don't mean you have to hearken and not be that way. They showing you it's okay. But I can go on for days. Hit me up, mechamedia360@yahoo.com, man. We can keep going, man. And I also want to say thanks for everybody who's bringing all this stuff on, man. It's a lot of topics, man, that I can speak on and I can keep going. But look, I want to make these are little bites just to make you think, you know what I'm saying, and make you call in, basically, or to make you email us in or whatever. These are just thoughts, Black Thought Live with Hiram Akeem, man. And another thing, man, we also want to, at this time, give a shout out to my man, Ace Boogie, my brother, doing some dynamic things with the SAC, sustaining Akron communities. It's a nice facilities where we at right now. You guys can come in. If you're looking for some resources to make your situation better, if you're trying to elevate your style, trying to do what you got to do to make Akron better, this is how you reach out. Our organization, brotherstobrothers.org. This is my group of brothers getting together, trying to help build better relationships, and more importantly, better communities. You can check us out with that too, man. Listen, we're doing a lot of things, man, but what I want you guys to know is we are extending a hand, an olive branch with the community, and we want you guys to come on. Big ups to the people that's posting positive things. Big ups, man, because look, if I didn't tell you, I'm saluting people right now. Those people that be putting out some positive rhetoric or some proper propaganda that I like to say. Big ups to y'all, man, big ups. I look forward to seeing it all the time. But my thing is you can do a little bit more. And what is that? You can donate. Donate what? $5, $1, whatever. So you can say, I'm really doing something. I'm physically doing something because I trust the people that's trying to do something. So you guys are basically partnering with us. And for the people that's helping out right now, I'm going to scream out some names, and God forgive me if I miss a few, but a lot of people have been helping with this water campaign, and a lot of people is continuing to help. But I'm just going to come off the top of my mind. Big up to my man Byron Lewis, my man Smooth, my man Rodney Pryor, my man, the John Brown of Akron, Ohio, Matt Terry, Carmen Harris, Heather Renee. Man, listen, we can keep on going, but what you can do is my man John. All these names is popping up in my head, man. And, you know, what you can do, man, is go to our website or just check on the website, and you'll see an ongoing tally of the people that's concerned enough to put their money where their mouth is, even though it's just a little bit. A whole bunch of little bit makes a lot of bit. You know what I'm saying? A whole bunch of little generates and it makes something big. So with everybody being concerned, doing something I think is even dope. So you can also go to our website. You can see within the past years what we've been doing as far as with the water campaign and some other initiatives that we've been doing, man. And like, again, I want to tell everybody, man, thank you. Word is born. Thanks for tuning in.